So if you're looking to buy one of these, there's a lot of little differences. Now, I've already showed you guys the difference between the SDLD25 and the IRD25 that I got recently. But what I've learned is the SDLD25, there's a bunch of different varieties. I think there's no consistency in the factory in how they build these. So let me show you some differences between my OG Briggs & Stratton and my newer SDLD Rato. First off, Briggs XR looks almost the same, right? I mean, everything looks the same, but there's a major difference that I've noticed. See the exhaust here? How the exhaust comes out of the muffler and then goes to, on this little housing, there's this little exhaust port that's not attached. So the exhaust blows into this little thing, see that? But it doesn't. It kind of hits that and it blows exhaust this way and every which way. So when you're sitting here, exhaust is blowing on you. That's on the Rato 420cc. On this is the Briggs & Stratton 420cc. And see this? It has a totally different cover on it, and the exhaust is clamped actually onto the muffler. There's no gap. The exhaust comes out this way. There's no option to go any other way. So that is a major difference. This has a little cage on it. This has some kind of weird little cage, but it's different. It's very different. So they look about the same, but these are not the same. You know, this is stamped with a Briggs logo. This is stamped with a Briggs logo, you know, but they look very similar. This one is all Rato, all the way through and through. So some other differences I've noticed. See these headlight bezels? They've got Chinese writing on them, but they've got these big black headlight bezels. This has really cool flush mounted lights. There's no bezel. So on the inside, there's a bezel, and it's clamped in. On this one, there's no bezel. It's just through the hole. So I wonder if they are the same. And this one's on the outside, and this style's on the inside. See what I mean? But there's no clamp on this one. It just clips in. This one actually has these little metal clamps. Another big difference is, see this bracket on the front, this big, huge bracket that hangs down that your transmission goes to? See this? Has a little tiny bracket. It's very small and not very pronounced. See that? But here, this pulley is not going to hit. That'll hit first. On this one, if you flipped it, you're probably going to hit that gigantic pulley. See that big, huge pulley? See that little tiny pulley? Yeah, different. So this one, United States Environmental Protection Agency. This one, CE. I don't know. Don't ask me. See this? Has some weird little welded bracket here. This one does not. I don't know why. See? The little bracket. I don't know why that's there. This does not have it. Strange. It's all this frame with a little piece of sheet metal welded on. They all just have little tack welds all the way down it. That seems to be the same. The beds seem to be the same besides that little difference. Another big difference is, see the gear shifter on the Briggs & Stratton? 1, reverse, 3, 2. See on the Rato? 2, 3, reverse, 1. So your first gear down and to the right. Your reverse is down and to the left. You jump on this one, first is up and to the left, reverse is up and to the right. Yeah, they're not the same. They function the same. Now see all these wires coming in here? Ton of wires on this Rato machine, all chilling right there. This one, it has them, but they're all kind of tied together and they go into one little loom. But yeah, look at that difference. The space in between there. Now this one, you can't even get to your bolts on the front. There's bolts down in there, but you can't access them. On this one, they're just wide open. So just some interesting things to note. See on this one, the fill for the tranny is on the front and your reverse and first are on the back. On this one, your reverse and first are on the front and your fill is on the back. So I need to dig in and figure out what transmissions these are because they are not the same. I think if you tried to figure out the differences between all these little dumpers, you'd lose your mind. My other ones have different tracks. These seem to have the same track. Look how small that transmission looks right there in the middle and that little pulley. Look how big this one looks and that big pulley. Don't ask me, man. You can see all your linkages down there with a bunch of pine needles. You get the similar kinds of linkages, but they're not the same. It's got 2 bars running in parallel, hooked to the linkage, and a spring below. Your bars aren't running parallel and your spring goes a different direction. It's still got 2 belts there and 1 back to your hydraulic tank. 2 belts here and 1 back to your hydraulic tank. Very similar. See here, you got your regulator and your horn. There's no regulator. Here's your starter up top and your horn on the Rato. So, kind of interesting. Your power switch is bright yellow on this one. Your power switches is goofy burgundy, weird raspberry color. Don't ask me. See the bar that this hydraulic tank mounts to and the hydraulic pump? This one looks very different. That's a lot higher too. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like they're not even from the same factory, but they sure look like they're the same. I'd like to do a deep dive on both of these machines and really see what they're looking like, because they're not the same. And I'm pretty sure the Rato is a lot faster as well. So I've got to say, it's not safe to have a self-driving machine. So don't let them self-drive at home. You can run your feet over, you can run yourself over, you can run your kids over. Don't do it. I would recommend that you always sit in the driver's seat for safety reasons and don't ever let them self-drive. You know what I mean? Because honestly, that would be kind of stupid. But while you're driving, you could use a leaf blower and clean your machine off. I find that to be pretty good use of time. It's called multitasking.